wikipedia.org/sm/Super Metroid Wiki.
Ah, that's right.
We should actually have a link to that website, man.
Info. Also, the Blats. I hope Fiesel gets that worked out because the Blats are not being stretched.
Yeah, the Blat made it go splat.
Apparently, both runners already have Spring Ball. Let me just fix.
I believe that's some diabolical, maniacal tracker at work right there.
I did ask him if he wanted to. He could go and track for the other one, but it looks like Cheaty's got it handled just fine. So, shoutouts to Cheaty Face for coming up in his own time, getting stuff done. I love these trackers. They come up in a moment's notice. I gotta love them. Spring Ball's all you need. And Jiggly saying you have no idea. And pray for gravity at Sandpits and Varia at Shacktool.
Varia at Sandpit. Wow, bombs. They'll be able to use them soon. If you guys are just tuning in and you have no idea what you're watching and you're thinking, bombs don't go there, Morph Ball goes there. Well, that's because this is a randomizer. The items have been shuffled around a bit, so you can get stuff like that.
PT activated. That's such a. That's already hard.
Well, you know what? I think they can check the item. Here's the thing. I think they might be able to shoot the item, and then if it's not good, like if they leave immediately, they might actually get a BT skip. Like if there's a reserve tank there and they see that, they might be able to bug out.
They cannot, because the moment that you enter the room, the door immediately seals and the fight initiates.
No.
The fight triggers as soon as the door tiles have been touched and entered. Well, hey, they have 10 supers, so, you know...
What
all
BT?
What BT? All you need is 2 well-timed supers, and you can pretty much destroy the BT fight. Also, shoutouts to Beer, because Beer makes these runs always great.
Too
You're at
fat
home
for
and of
beer.
age.
Started drinking whiskey.
Ooh, there you go. And my roommate and I are going to go pick up whiskey, bourbon, and I think one other drink for my birthday on September 2nd. Palmy's birthday, September 2nd. Chat, remember that.
9-2.
9-2. So shout-outs to liquor. If you're of age and at home, you should play the drinking game that every item that is not Spring Ball, take a shot.
We do not encourage over drinking. Don't play that game.
Don't play
Maybe
that
a sip. Maybe a sip every.
Liquor. Apparently. Oh my! I shouldn't have said that.
Is Sephi in here? No.
I wish Sephi was in here. You better get Vegeta in here.
Is Crazy K9s? Is that Sephi's alt? Crazy K9. Yeah, Jaeger bombs were at Morph Ball location, I believe. Alright, we got some pretty good sync here. Foos is just a couple platforms ahead of InNoRush.
Just by a few. My roommate told me the cheesiest joke. Sweet cheeses are made of these. Gouda and I and Brie of these.
Space jump. Well worth it. I think it's fun to just let the statue spawn before picking up the item. Just let the egg float in the air for a little bit.
Yes, just be like magic.
Be like the Invisiman sprite from the Link to the Past to Jigger.
Yes.
Kid Jigger thing. Did the swordless, spriteless last night.
Shout out to him too more.
I was thinking maybe one of them would check whatchamahoots first. Oh, it looks like Foos is going straight over to Gauntlet.
And I also give InNoRush my props, because when you have any other items besides vanilla items to do Gauntlet, I'm just suddenly in a different place. I understand, man.
You could do like a space jump Alphys is going to save. Just in case the item's not worth it. It's not like he's afraid of dying. do have a divergence here. InNoRush will head straight to the Terminator room. Get the first major item. Not the first, but the one that foosda's gonna get in a minute.
Energy tank. Oh, and slow hype. Slow pipe's building. Knowing foosda and his amazingness, I highly doubt he'll take death here, but it's always a risky room because acid.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he actually does early gauntlet in his RBO tutorial. Grab some extra E-tanks.
Oh,
which actually, InNoRush was shouting that out, so make sure you guys check that out. If you're interested in RBO and are intimidated by some of the tricks, foosda breaks them down for you.
He breaks them down well, too. It's actually how I learned a lot of my tactics, well, by both looking at some of Punk's, foosda's, and a couple of other major speedrunners' tactics. Crocomire. Crocomire.er. So check out that for some strats.
Crocomire, but it's .re against R. Another vanilla E tank. foosda's gonna. Yo, what if power bombs? What if the only power bombs are in Gauntlet? What if that? Huh?
Oh, that would be interesting. Let's just pray they get ice because that's. Oh. 15 power bombs minimum to really comfortably get through.
Oh. So yeah, it's I mean, foosda, if you think about it, with bombs and space jump, this isn't even a logic break going to Gauntlet early.
It's just there.
Being careful not to strambulance here. There's a power bomb! Oh man.
Here we go.
Could it be? Think about all the minor items InNoRush still. No, wait, he can't get down to Edikuns without power bombs. So he's only got 2, 3 more in Norfair. I guess he can get all the way to Norfair and check Norfair items. He'll probably get him in like Cathedral or something. That would be so great.
If he gets him in Cathedral, I think Chet will go nuts. That'll be his first set of power bombs, which would just be so inconvenient. So
foosda's really happy to see that power bomb pack. He'll be able to check an extra major item below the Star shaft, the Leisure Center. It's the Norfair equivalent is Pleasure Center. Yes. I mean, Business Center, right?
Business Pleasure Center. That's
boring.
Power bombs.
InNoRush gets some free peeps. He's gonna probably head back to Edikuns, I would guess.
I think that's what it looks like he's going for, because that'd be a very wasted power bomb if he didn't. At least he can get through here a little faster.
Oh yeah.
All the blacks.
Alright, so this is race 3 or 1 of the best of 3, it looks like?
Yes, that is correct. 3 races going on tonight. Phantom was going to try and do tonight, but it looks like he is not going to be able to make it, so I'll be commentating. I know I will be. I don't know if you'll be staying here the whole time, Cross, but follow me for a good night tonight. Oh, reserve tank, not even worth, and he collects it. Run invalidated, disqualified, go home. Or in this case, just go back to bed. Because most every one of our runners is at home. Who was that one runner who was playing at work? I can't remember who it was.
He's playing at work on SNES 9X on mobile?
Yep.
Did you ever try playing Super Metroid on a mobile phone emulator?
Both on iOS and on on Android. And I kind of prefer the iOS one better because the iOS build feels stable. foosda seeing that disgusting E-tank and just running out of it. And foosda since the only, I guess that kind of puts our runners back neck and neck.
Yeah, InNoRush is going to have that gauntlet in the back of his mind for a while, though. Probably won't get it until he goes back up to clear wrecked ship. Yo! What do we got here? Westlake Math! Thank you for the sub. 14 months in a row! Wow, the year plus. Awesome, thank you so much.
Yeah. On behalf of Speed Gaming, thank you.
And he says, P.S. Thanks to Feasel for all of his behind-the-scenes work, and we cannot thank him enough either.
Same here. Feasel, I don't know how that man ever sleeps. He just does a lot of good work. And it looks like InNoRush got that 5th or 6th missile in there, or Super Dig in there. And it's another E-Tank. What is this? What is this?
Pre-tank.
It's a very healthy seed. Thank you, Based Feasel. E-Tank. I guess technically it may look like that InNoRush has a bit of a lead, but foosda has already checked Gauntlet, so foosda technically has a bit of a lead here. Dark Cellar, I want food too. I literally am keeping cereal by my desk just in case I need something to munch on.
Speed Booster. That is a very conveniently timed item.
Because it's a good reminder to say, hey, you better check this before.
It's like an arrow pointing to the flooded basement, basically.
It's for every good items in the flooded basement. Just you watch. It's gonna be X-ray.
It's gonna be like X-ray and Spazer and
literally all the items just
stacked on the one tile.
Stacked on the one tile individually.
Can Smile do that?
Actually, yes, you can.
Well, there aren't enough PLMs in this room, though. I think it's the only PLM.
You can add PLMs and just report the room pointer to free space.
I don't know. Anytime I try to add PLM, Smile's like, "Do you know what you're doing? Maybe you shouldn't do this." Smile is a ROM hack editing tool that people use to hack Super Metroid. By the way, in case anybody's like, "What's Smile? What's he talking about?" I want to smile.
Super
Metroid. Watching its race.
Oh, there you go. The Super Metroid in-game level editor.
Or Smiggly for short.
Smiggly. Shmeal! Shmeal! Build up the reserve tank. Let's do it in Hex editor. Only some changes can be in Hex. Although if you did the entire game, isn't that how redesign was made? It was like no GUI editor and just like the first genuine hack, I think.
Alright, so foosda's got the extra power bomb pack on InNoRush, but it's less impactful since they have the vanilla bombs, or the morph bombs.
Right.
Regular type bomb, reggae bomb.
Reggae bombs.
I work in a restaurant.
I work in a restaurant.
Well, so that's what we say. Like, if somebody orders like a meatloaf, they're like, "Oh, I want to get French fries instead of the mashed potatoes," and that's like, well, they modified it. But if they get it just how it normally is on the menu, that's reggae. Kitchen will be like, "Oh, I need a meatloaf reggae."
Huh.
I love kitchen talk. I'm a front of house employee. I wait tables, but I love kitchen talk.
Ooh.
With how they abbreviate everything. It's like internet shorthand before it's existed for like the last 100 years.
Although that's right, foosda did the Swan Sutter step, and they're staying like.
Ooh.
They're
like stuck in the same dank pit.
The dank pit.
Oh, I thought I was going for a damage boost there.
You better be careful because if he gets spiked here, not one of them has. That's funny how they almost had like the synchronized health. Oh, InNoRush. Oh no, Rush.
Oh, you can take one more hit. It's when the room's this dark. It's your space jump. foosda beats into the X-ray room, and his prize is Spazer.
Not the world's greatest beam, but at this current state of the game, I wouldn't mind having it.
That's just for it's all right.
At least getting out of this room with bombs is kind of nice.
Yeah, the only time you don't want Spazer is do you have plasma?
Yeah, if you have plasma, or even with wave, I think. I'm kind of okay with just having wave.
Yo, nice wow. foosda got through that real smoothly. Now, InNoRush still low on health. Maybe he'll try to like... Oh, he's got to farm that dude. Okay. Well...
Clutch.
He's got a platform there. He might want to stop and... He showed me.
Oh.
Alright, he's going to need to farm like 3 of those guys to be safe against a spike hit, though. Alright. Made it! Oh man. That was exciting.
This is fine. And
he might take the energy refill down here. Well, he might not. He might think he's coming up on an E-tank, which he is, but I'll take two. I don't blame him.
I don't blame him. A lot of health in this seed, which is giving me a whole lot of helping hype for us. Either a hell run or some suitless runs.
Yeah, it's almost baiting them into Norfair at this point.
Also, making a note here, neither of the runners going back up to a wrecked ship here. And they both have well over the equipment to do so. Very interesting.
Yeah, Space Jump, even Space Jump would make the wrecked ship E-tank easy to get to. They don't have charge. One thing, I like to have charge beam or screw attack if I'm going to go into Fantoon without a suit. They do have a good amount of health though. And obviously the all-important speed booster they've already got so that they can check the reserve tank.
As well as 15 supers, because if you have 15 you can make Doppling Fantoon that much easier. You can't do it with 5 or 10.
15 missiles.
Ah, excuse me.
You don't want to Doppler 15 supers. Actually, now that I think about it, if you could Doppler 15 supers into Fantoon, that would be like 9,000 damage, so that would be pretty good.
Overkill. Both the runners taking the same routes here. I'm not even quite sure what to make of this, because route divergence really hasn't happened much yet.
Other than Gauntlet. Yeah,
other than Gauntlet.
Which I'm sure you're about to say.
And no Kraid DLC today, boys.
Oh, wave beam. Yeah, no Kraid stand-up glitch.
No Kraid stand-up glitch. Vanilla area? I wish.
Get your high five emotes out. Yo, if they damage boost off, oh man, I was gonna say if they damage boost off the spikes at the same time, that would be so amazing. But they were
epic
just
high five. That'd be the best high fives in the world there.
I don't think gravity can be at Dragon. It can only be at the quote inner or outer shallow area.
Oh, that's right.
Now, both runners also. Oh, we got the stand-up glitch.
Oh, DLC is activated. I didn't see what that Kraid.
It's an E-tank. E-tank and the what did I call that? I had a cool name for that rune last week. I think I called it Frog Pocket. Yeah, Frog Pocket.
The Frog Pocket, I like that. Kraid has a body? I know. Behold, the Kraid DLC. Getting wave beans.
Alright, Spoo's just checking the dun 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 dun.
Dun 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 dun.
Vanilla Ice.
Seeing if chat got that reference. Please don't be a suit. Oh, okay. Plasma.
Bye, Spacer.
It's nice to use you for a little while, Spacer.
I mean, it helped against. It's helped kill a couple things.
It looks cool and it's pink. I mean, it's the only way you can get a red beam in this game besides just having regular wave. Or 3 beams.
Reeves.
Never mind.
Planet 3Bs? That's what they should call it. Since it's Metroid 3, I think this should take place on Planet 3B.
3Bs.
Rebus. Oh, yeah.
That sounds bad.
I have, gravity.
Oh.
Well, that will not protect them from heat damage in this version, so they still gotta do stuff.
Unless, of course, he decides to go up to wrecked ship or into Meridia, which either case.
Yeah, actually, going into Meridia now would be an interesting call, and it's already at 45 supers. He might just forget about charge.
He may as well, because at 45 supers, you can take about a lot. Not to mention, if he just clicks a couple more miners, I think it's 3060 or 3560. Which is the item count if you're going to go to Mother Brain? He's already getting
3660. I mean, technically 3060, but it requires like re-entering the Zebetite room a billion times. But yes. 3660 is ideal.
And he does have speed booster, so I know foosda is going to have his good taps on him, so he's likely going to go for the Shine Spark strat to get through Zebs.
Yeah, he should be good at that. The one thing he might want Ice Beam for right now is to check Shacked.
That's true, or Grapples.
It looks like he's going to check the speed booster room first. This will allow him to farm in the Batcave. Call.
Good call, good call.
Maybe he'll hope to find a power bomb pack up here, so Crystal.
Oh, foosda with the bomb strats. Going for those swag points.
Oh, so I heard. Do you know how we always argue about the pronunciation of Planet Zebes? I've actually heard a very good argument for Zebes, because the theory goes that Zebetite in Mother Brain's room are made out of an ore native to planet Zebes. That's why they're called Zebetite.
So Zebes is
take it or leave it. I don't know.
I like that because you want to call them Zebetites, which just sounds silly.
Yeah. I am vehemently opposed to Zebes, based on the intro screen from Metroid 1.
Dark Howler brings up a very good point. Maybe there's Zebetites.
But
also, Dark Howler has a good question is, I thought Zebes planet was made. Dun, dun, dun. I thought they were all SpaghettiOs. CB tights. Huh. Oh crap. Didn't realize that InNoRush had almost no health there.
Yeah, if he's heading on down to Crocomire, well, maybe he'll head down to Crocomire. Less hot rooms that way. 2 major items. An energy refill, which I don't think he'll need. Plenty of supers to fight Crocomire as well. And foosda's all but forgotten Charge Beam at this point. Look at that ammo.
Yeah, he still keeps looking for it though. I mean, that's the only other item besides Varia he could be wanting right now. And he's got plenty of
I was just looking for Varia, honestly.
He's gonna end up with Charge Beam and be a super raged.
Nice. I think, well, he's got Gravity Speed Booster, so he's good. Oh, I do want that. Wow, this is a super seed.
Really is. He's got literally the exact amount to
and
kill.
It supersedes any seed that came before it.
Did Tracker Stream just go off for you, or?
It sure did.
Better go get Feasel on here.
Better get Feasel. It looks like it's still running on the Speed Gaming site, though. I just broke down on the commentary restream. So Various Suit was behind Crocomire. It looks like the viewers are still getting the feed, so they'll get commentary 30 seconds late.
Varia was at reserves? Oh gosh.
Varia was at Crocomire E-Tank.
Oh, nice.
So wow, that's gonna make InNoRush might off to head down the Lower Fair straight away. Let's see which way foosda goes. Oh, he's not going to Crocomire. He would have gone down for the Frog Speedway if you're going to Croc. So he's going to be checking a lot of stuff that InNoRush is going to skip. And with this item set and all the super missiles that have been distributed so far, I don't think that InNoRush is really going to need to look for Charge Beam. So he's more or less in go mode as long as he can find some more ammo. Oh, was it high jump boots at the reserve tank? That's good. and an E-tank at the grapple location. But by the time you guys hear this, you'll have already seen it. Like 30 seconds ago.
I'm like, I can't even tell because I'm trying to refresh the...
Yeah, Fiesel's telling us to oh, commentary 3. Okay. We're on the commentary 3 restream. There we go, we're up.
Yeah, we're good to go now.
Alright, so it's gonna enter the aqueduct. So foosda's got all the super missiles that InNoRush wants, but InNoRush will probably... He might do lower Norfair first and then clear out all that stuff on the way out. That would be a good play too. See if he goes right or up. There he goes, heading to lower Norfair.
And as soon as he gets in there, foosda's already in, killing off. Sorry, that was a washing machine.
Making tea? Oh, I thought you were making tea.
Oh no, that was a washing machine that has bad brakes. foosda killing off the bot Woonies. Or the bot Wookiees. Sorry, Chad had to. Can't be the bot Woonies without the bot Wookiees.
See that movie where the furry space creature like breaks his arm and becomes a star pitcher? I think it was called Wookiee of the Year.
Best pun in the world.
Me.
He was up for a really good ride.
Up for a really good... You know what I always wondered? Wookiee has, I mean, Chewbacca's got like the sash. It looks like an ammo belt, right? Like he's got all the bullets on there. But he fires a laser gun.
And
oh, dude, Mike Spark suit.
I think he might be stuck. Oh no, he's good. He got spark suit, but I thought he was stuck.
Heck?
Oh gosh.
That was crazy. That doesn't usually suspend him in the air that long.
He just got spark suit casually. Huh.
Yeah,
Alright.
I guess I think he was just practicing because he actually wants to get the spark suit after the fight.
That accidental practice.
So, the reason you want to get spark suit here is because if you kill Dragon with a shine spark, you'll get blue suit, and you can save the shine spark to return through the long room with all the mock droids. Call that the Coliseum. Now, here's the problem with blue suit is that you cannot dash. Dash, it makes you lose the blue suit, but the spark suit can dash. So those couple rooms between here and when he'll want to use that shine spark he's saving up, he'll be able to dash.
And the downside of spark suit is that at any time you hit jump end up, you immediately spark. So it's really hard to keep because you can accidentally shine spark when you don't intend to.
Yeah, curious grapple beam pick up here. Maybe he's thinking of going to Shaq Tool. I don't know.
Fiesel, I love it. Their charges for his Wookiee crossbow. Fiesel, you're the best. Shoutouts to Fiesel for being my favorite human being of all time.
Oh, InNoRush. Let's hope he remembers to farm a power bomb.
Oh, that's right. He's out.
Yeah, he just uses last. Well, he'll need two. He just uses last power bomb. He'll need one to get through the orange door into Wasteland, and one to bust the statue to continue through Wasteland. There's one minor item location in that room, but it's normally a power bomb pack, but we don't know that. So
yo, ice beam. There you are.
There you go. So he won't need grapple here. He's Shaq Tool after all.
It's kind of sad because now if he gets any other major items, depending on where charge might actually be, he'd be sad because he has 65 super, so he still needs 2 or 3 missile packs.
2 missile packs.
That's
actually, good. Yeah, 2 missile packs, and that's like opening all the doors and going back to refill. Okay. So I just every time I had where foosda just dropped through if you reset your blue suit. Ooh, screw attack. Nice. InNoRush grabbed the screw attack. Let's hope he remembers to grab the power bombs. What?
Oh, got one from a flea bug and 2, 3.
That was like a weird 2% health drop you got off of that one Firefly, but he's good to go.
What?
Oh, Spring Ball.
Spring Ball?
I wish I had Spring Ball to get up there.
The irony.
It's like she's like, oh God. You know what? That looks like the taunt pose from Melee. She's like, I got Spring Ball.
Take a chance, take a chance, take a chance. Best power.
He could be going Plasma to Phantoon. I honestly don't think he's gonna check, but we'll all love him if he does. If you have Spring Ball, foosda, immediately forgets he has Spring Ball. What he could have done is he could have just Spring Ball jumped up there and laid down the bomb rather than doing a mid-air morph, but it's okay. So that's one of the weird things about item randomizer is you're not used to having certain items in certain rooms based on your any percent or whatever category experience.
Or just certain times of the game you're just doing things out of habit, which sometimes can be faster. He's taking the time. He must really be wanting charge then.
Varia, dude.
Or Varia, that's right, he doesn't know. Although, hey!
Wow, alright then. So, I got 65 super missiles to sell ya. Well, like, 45. 65 minus 55? He needs like 10, but the more the merrier.
I mean, hey, that's more to just launch into things.
But the thing is, foosda is, from here, his closest objective would be wrecked ship. Maybe we'll see him go through Forgotten Highway. Nope.
How many E-Tanks would you need to survive from this point forward all the way to Lower Norfair?
More than this. One of the problems with doing Lower Norfair hell runs and randomizer is, I mean, sure, it looks cool in RBO, but the thing is that the energy tanks are placed right where you need them in RBO, the one in the Firefly and the one in Ridley. We've already seen Screw Attack at Firefly, that's not going to be there. And another crucial thing that foosda's missing is that elusive third power bomb pack that will allow him to Crystal Flash.
Oh, that's right. I don't even think we've seen a third power bomb pack yet either.
Nah, InNoRush still rocking the 5. The one pack he got in Big Pink. Man, we were so close to Gauntlet being the only power bomb pack, huh?
We were real close. That would have been amazing.
Varia is the first item after Fire.
Yes. So literally right behind him. Someone designed that no runners ever remember to put on in the mornings as their Crocs.
What a crock.
Good luck to InNoRush, having plenty of supers to spare, but have to still be fairly careful. Also, I noticed that both runners still have 15 missiles.
It's funny, it's just been Super Missile City. If you guys are just tuning in, what you're watching is the Super Metroid Item Randomizer tournament, hosted by Item Randomizer. We're watching this thing. It's Super Metroid. It's very close to the original game that we all grew up and loved as children. Same layouts of all the rooms. For the most part, some blocks have been changed. Insignificant to the experience, just to prevent self-lock. So same layout as the original Planet Zebes, which you know as a kid, but the items have been mixed around, so you don't really know which is the fastest way around the game until you play it, and you have to do a little guesswork. Both of these runners are doing excellently. foosda pretty much has everything he needs but Varia Suit, and InNoRush has pretty much everything he needs but Charge Beam, so there you go. Make sure you definitely give both of these runners a follow as well.
Which is always nice because these runners do an amazing job. They're already about 40 minutes in and about ready to beat the game, so this is a fairly quick seed here. I think InNoRush actually has probably the most optimal routing here because all he has to do is just go straight on through. He has nowhere to backtrack and go through as foosda has here, he has to go all the way back down to Lower Mortar and get back out again. He still has no idea where he is at.
Yeah, InNoRush. Yeah,
go ahead.
Wow, he just bombed Phantom in the eyeball. There's the vanilla power bombs of chain.
Yo, there's 15.
But I don't think we'll actually see either runner get 15. Oh, InNoRush he's still going to be looking through items to get Ice Beam, and he's still got the Bubble Mountain Triumvirate to check.
He'll find his soon enough. Not just charging, but he'll find some of his more happy items at Bubble Mountains.
Yeah, high jump boots. And he'll get Ice Beam going, but two.
The bot one. That 2 shot. Wow, yeah, that was right. I missed that foosda's 2 round.
Yeah, with the full beam combo that he's got, he does 900 damage with a charge shot. So you can do 2 missiles, and then a charge shot. You do 1,300 damage per round, and Phantoon's got 2,500 health.
Oh wow, that's right.
The only thing better is if he had grabbed the X-ray scope somewhere and could pop a one around.
Pop a twin. Spring ball. Always forgetting that spring balls. Yo, nice Shine Spark strat. Nice, foosda. That was awesome. Hey, more supers.
Wow.
It really is
I'd be really surprised if InNoRush grabs Charge Beam in front.
I would be too. I mean, he's gonna come across it eventually if he goes. And I mean, if he's really gonna hunt for ice, because with how low of power bomb he's got, he may really want to start searching. But I don't know. Kind of a toss-up.
Yeah. One of the nice items that InNoRush has right now, as far as power bomb and Torian strats go, that you might not think about, is actually a screw attack. If you get latched on by a Metroid and you do a spin jump with screw attack, you'll actually negate the damage of the Metroid as he's latched onto you. So you can carry them around the room and basically just carry them for free and not worry about your health.
Ah, so you can go all the way to the next one, latch another Metroid on, screw attack.
Yep.
That's good to know.
The other thing is also you do not take damage from the Metroids while they're being damaged by the power bomb. Anyway. Wow, these are some amazing attic strats.
Really clean. Oh, missing that last charge shot though, but still.
Oh, foosda did grab X-ray scope some.
Huh. He has both grapple and I don't even remember.
See him grab it. It was an E-tank in the reactor room. You sure?
Oh. You were just so Wookiee commentating that at the King American too. It's anyone's guess. I mean, foosda only has the one boss left, but he has a lot to traverse. InNoRush is probably the most linear route of, most linear route possible, but he is going a little bit slower. Hey, look, there's
foosda's got 2 bosses if you count Crocomire.
That's right. Silly me.
Let me do some quick math here. If InNoRush grabs 2 super packs, then he'll have the equivalent of another 30 super missiles, which would be enough. So if he grabs 2 more super packs, he's got enough to finish the game.
Meaningful. That's true. That's right, foosda. Unless foosda decides to take on some pretty tough hell runs, which, by the way, now both runners have similar health. Oh, reserve tank. Not what foosda wanted to see.
Where is that Various suit?
He's got to be thinking Croc or back in Pieces of Meridia, so I don't know how comfortable he feels doing hell runs, but I think runners are still pretty neck and neck, because Rush has got to make up a little bit of time and get bosses killed, or at least one more boss killed.
Oh, it's another, actually, we'll have a really easy time against Crocom.
Yeah, because he's got charged beam plasma, so he can just one-shot Croc, wait for him, and go.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only two places foosda has left to check are Crocomire and Shack Tool.
And Sandpit.
No, he went into Sandpit, it was Spring Ball.
Oh, that's right, Sandpit was Spring Ball, so literally just Shack Tool.
Yeah, they've already checked Flooded Basement, he's already checked Gauntlets and X-Ray, some of the more forgettable overworld locations.
Rush needs to pick up that pace, because if he doesn't get into one of those bosses soon, he's going to get foosda a little bit of an edge here. He spent a little bit too much time in Warfare.
Oh baby, foosda's going to Shack Tool.
Foosda's going to Shack?
Yep.
Oh no, Foos.
What could be there? There could, like, it has to be a reserve tank, basically, or an energy tank.
I think we've seen almost all the reserve tanks, so it has to be an E-tank.
I hope that if he... Now, fire him I might have actually saved in a save point below the... Before coming through all the way here. Just in case the item's not worth it. No, it won't be. What I definitely want to see is, you know, when he doesn't find Various You behind Shack Tool, I definitely want to see a Shack Tool kill on his way out. His revenge.
That would be perfect. That would be a true run right there. It's left to be a Shack Avenger, literally just E-tanks.
Alright guys, donation incentive, kill the Shack Tool, save the Shack Tool.
Donation incentive. There you go, kill the Shack Tool, save Shack Tool. This is taking a probable food break here. Or in Bobby's case, it's a cereal break, because this is the best time to eat some cereal.
Anytime's the best time to eat some cereal.
Milk and cereal, cereal and milk. Milk and cereal, cereal and milk.
Alright, just don't use the trademark names in the next verse, otherwise, get sued.
Trademark name and continue the song. Yeah, Foosda's now realizing he has to go.
Dude, what the heck? That's what foosda sounds like.
Dude, what the heck?
I mean...
Yeah, kill him the Shack Tool.
Got him!
Got him! Blat! It's time for a blat.
Blah.
Exclamation word blat, everybody in the chat. Just kidding, I can't do it.
Try typing exclamation point runner.
Oh, there you go. Make sure you give them a follow, because that's the best command right there. Oh, Rush kind of going a little crazy with supers there.
Dude, he's got 80.
Holy cow. I don't even think he needs to pick up any more missiles. He could just do a couple of supers and still have plenty. Good.
Nah, he was good with 1570, honestly, right? Because you need 3660. The extra 10 is worth 30, so 30 and 15 is 45. So he already had 3 extra supers at 70, and now he's got 13 extra supers.
Now he has. I need to worry about power bombs.
Yep. I wonder what flavor it is.
Vanilla?
No, because it would have been an E-tank if it was vanilla.
Oh, you meant what flavor of ice. I figured vanilla ice would be perfect. He's taking the long way. Foosda, what are you doing?
Foosda? This way might be faster, I don't know.
I guess. I mean, I would have thought that taking the little speed booster area short and then
foosda, actually, Foosda is right now highlighting a really important randomizer change that a lot of people might not know about. When you're trying to shine spark in one of the speed tunnels in a heated room, what would happen in the vanilla, really nice Crocomire kill, the heat damage actually can prevent you from entering the blue state to break the speed booster blocks. However, they somehow, through their hacking magic, allowed running through heated rooms with Speed Booster and Novarius to actually be consistent in breaking through those Speed Booster blocks.
Oh, that's right. It's a very little known one since you don't really see it very often, but it's a very important one too if you had to do the Shine Spark method out of here. And I'm pretty sure Foosda's just gonna wait. Oh no, he's gonna go all the way?
Well, he has to finish the death animation to open the door.
Oh, that's right.
He's not going for the item, he's trying to get out of this room. Alright, InNoRush. Do some Shine Sparks here. That one looked a little high.
It was a tad high.
Pump them full of supers, whatever. Who cares? There's so many.
Way too high.
There you go. When in doubt, supers. That works against Fantoon also.
Shine Sparks?
Goop.
Goop goop. Oh, too high again.
Where's our Goop Spark?
You don't want a Goop Spark.
He just did that. What the heck? Oh, it's a lowercase g? That's so weird. Anyway. Goop Spark. Goop Spark.
Oh, that blue suit though.
A little bit of chain damage, but plenty of... Alright, what's the fastest way up to wreck ship from here? I think it's like new route as if you were going to Torian from here and then enter wreck ship from front.
Yes.
So back through Batoon's room, speed tunnel and whatnot.
Hey, reverse halfy. Full halfy, that's nice.
Fun fact, I did a Shine Spark from a crouching position, which if you do that, it's I don't know, maybe like a half a block or less higher than if you do it from a standing position. And I banged my head on the ceiling. Made it about like 10 blocks and fell down. That's it.
Yep, I knew that because I do that all too much. InNoRush quickly making his way up.
Foosda with some nice old route strats through worse room.
Best strats. Old route strats are best vetted strats. Zoned out on chat. Who's 7 minutes behind? Is that Foos or Rush? Oh no, that'd have to be Foos because Foos has to go all the way back up.
Yeah, I think they're gonna get to their bosses. Oh, Foos is gonna get to his boss first. It's just that Ridley's so much farther from Torian than Fantoon is. But yeah.
Sorry.
Tea's ready. It's my laundry. Ma, get the laundry.
More like veteran roommate, get the laundry. Also, shout outs to veterans because my roommate is a 40-year-old Navy vet.
Awesome. Ah, Foosda. So it's done.
Hurry, Foosda, hurry!
This is actually going to be pretty close, I think, because Fantoon can be a bit of a slower fight, and InNoRush doesn't have
he doesn't have
charge beams. Yeah, that's a big thing. InNoRush doesn't have charge beams, so if he wants to 2-round Fantoon, he's going to have some amazing Dopplers. Whereas Foosda's just going to take 20 quick charge shots to get rid of Ridley.
Yes.
And also, InNoRush is going to have to stop at the ship to refill a super. That's another consideration. I mean, that's a little bit of time, but it's going to be really close.
I mean, if he really truly wants 85 supers.
If he wants to have enough ammo to kill Mother Brain, he's going to have to stop at the ship.
That's true. Oh, that's right, because he still doesn't have charge.
Yeah, big pickup from foosda. Checked basically every major item location outside of Lower Norfair and the grapple spot. InNoRush narrowly missing a blue ball to bust through that bombable block.
And now it's a race against the clock. InNoRush needs to quickly beat Phantom before foosda makes his way up to G4.
I should have made that my username. I should have made my username The Clock. So anytime someone has to race me, I could call it a race against the clock. If anybody's like watching and like lurking and doesn't have like a Twitch username yet, make your username The Clock and become a speedrunner, please. We need you.
That would be the best ever. Hey, it's a race against the clock. All right, what time?
Oh, we should do like a speedrunner version of Who's On First.
What's it on?
Like one of the guys can be the clock. Look, oh, Super Metroid speedrunners have the strangest names these days. Hey, chat, get on that.
Get on that, chat.
Yeah, foosda's movement's amazing. Look at that. I always trip up when I get to that room with the seahorse. Alright, InNoRush, having to do the missile strats, so he's pretty close to done. Oh, he shot too many missiles.
He's one too many missiles. All he needs is, I think, 2 missiles and a super, and he's good to go.
I've been counting and Dopplering. It's oftentimes hard to tell exactly how many of those missiles have hit. Yeah, you don't want to shoot more than 3 missiles in one volley until you're Dopplering at the end. You want to do 2 in each volley, so a volley of 2, a volley of 2, and then just the way Phantoon is scripted. If you deal 300 damage, there we go. We finished him off. If you deal 300 damage in like 1 volley, it'll knock him out of the. It'll knock him out of that phase, and he'll go back to like the invisible. And the other thing is, I guess if you do like 500 total in a cycle, he goes away. Like that's why you can't shoot 2 missiles, and then 2 missiles, because that 5th missile will send him into the next phase unless you manipulate the game by hitting him with multiple missiles in succession. Like that's how the Doppler works. It basically they hit so fast that Phantom doesn't have time to disappear.
Exactly.
I don't InNoRush. What are you doing? You don't need that. Just get out of here.
Run, Rush, run. foosda's hot on your trail.
He really is.
Like foosda's movement has been so clean. He's literally caught back up.
Actually, foosda's basically ahead here. I think InNoRush still has a couple of rooms to get back to the ship room. So does. I don't know. Like I said, it's mad close.
It is mad close. You know what will really be interesting though, Cross? One has charge beam, one has lots of supers. I mean an excess amount of supers, so this is I'm really interested to see, is foosda just going to do charge shots? Because I want to see a good comparison between DPS of charge beam and rapidly fired supers.
That's really interesting. I believe the supers actually do more DPS. I'm positive they do more DPS to Ridley. Look at this. Who's just going to pass him during the ship refill? Wow. Holy McGillicuddy. Wow, look at that. See ya! Oh, man!
Oh, no! Where?
Wow.
Go, Rush, go!
Holy crap.
foosda just pulled ahead! Holy cow!
That's exactly what foosda would say. Later, nerd.
Later, nerd.
Oh my goodness.
From here, it all comes down to technicals. That's awesome.
Yeah, so, and as I was saying, I know that super missiles do more DPS against Ridley because they deal double damage. They only do 300 per shot to Mother Brain, so I think it's super missiles are still faster, but marginally.
Because you can still fire 3 super missiles, which is 900 damage, and a charged Ice Wave plasma shot is, I believe, 900.
Yeah,
The time
900.
it takes to fully charge and release each shot is dependent, so...
Both of these runners are going to forgo grouping strats, because foosda, because he has charge, and InNoRush, he's got the excess supers. Item swapping's a little less clean, but it's pretty difficult.
foosda in and out of there real fast, not picking up any more supers. He is going to go balls to the walls here.
Fruit Bat Salad also mentions foosda having charge can go for the stand-up glitch.
That's right.
Well, he's already ahead, so I think even if he misses baby skip, InNoRush gets it. I think foosda's still in the lead here.
I do believe. Unless foosda, unless foosda either A pulls a Leo, or worse, makes a small error on stand-up, gets glitched.
Pulls a Leo.
You've heard that.
Wow, really clean baby skip, very nice.
I'm assuming, Cross, you're in on the whole pulls a Leo.
I made the clip.
Oh, that's right, you did.
Leodox is a good friend of mine. I've been friends with him for like 3 years, basically since I started streaming. So he's a really cool dude.
He is.
foosda also has an easier Zeb skip here since he's already got screw attack turned off. InNoRush will either have to do like the super tricky world record 100% strat, or he'll have to do the speed strat, or he'll have to turn off screw attack. The easiest of which being screw attack, but it's just a tad slower.
Yes.
So, speaking of using super missiles on Mother Brain, foosda doesn't have that many.
Yeah, he's only got 5, so... Count 'em, boys. What is Rush doing? He has all these spare supers!
And maybe he just doesn't know the numbers.
May not. Although you should be able to reasonably think at this point, it doesn't take like 20 supers to get through Zebs.
I will post a link to the Leo clip during the break. We'll wait till after the race and I'll do it. So foosda's looks like he's doing a stand-up glitch here. He didn't turn off various, so he's doing it the safe way. He's gonna have to do lots of damage. Alrighty. So as long as he doesn't get his baby stuck in his shot.
What? Wow, Rush still keeping...
Yeah, he did a down back. Yeah, he did the down back. I mean, he didn't do it like... He didn't do it with like the precision of the top runners in Hundo, but it's still he like take damage into a down back. That's really cool. I didn't realize that you could, I didn't realize there was a safer setup for it. That's good to know. So he's got 15 extra super missiles from Mother Brain here. He's feeling pretty good. Alright,
this is a really close race.
Who's gonna start doing his stand-up damage? Now this will count toward damage at Mother Brain phase 3, so he'll only have to use Hyper 2 or 3 times. But yeah, all in all, a really close race. Both runners on Mother Brain at the same time. InNoRush not going for whatchamacallit glitch. Stand-up thingy. Yeah.
A moot point.
Yep. foosda's in there. Pretty much everything that can go wrong doing stand-up glitch did not go wrong. So. Oh, that's really cool. I didn't know you can shoot the hyper beam and then morph and you get like a little disco ball. That's awesome.
You do, and if you do it mid-fight, occasionally you can get bomb spreads too. It's harder to grab because it's almost.
It's just like the disco ball. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's super awesome.
Come on, I want to see Blue Bomber. If you don't get Blue Bomber, you gotta go back. What's the point of even getting a spring ball?
Blue Bomber hype.
Wow, foosda definitely showing his prowess. Check the number of extra item location. Well, his prowess plus having charge beam.
That too. Charge beam really handed him over an edge, plus his overall routing may have been slightly more effective.
And his movement was really crisp coming out of Ridley, going through Lower Norfair. Nice behemoth spark. I think that's what they call that, right?
Yep, Behe Spark. If you corner shine Spark and nail it to the wall after the fact, because you have to start that spark from the ground, or else you hit one of the platforms. foosda has officially got done with a really awesome clean time of 1 hour and 20 seconds.
Yeah, I checked almost every item location in almost sub-hour.
Which is kind of impressive when you think about it.
Oh, Kyukos, thank you for the sub. On behalf of the Speed Gaming staff, Feasel, Mythical9, and everybody who enjoys speedrunning, I thank you very much. This wouldn't be possible without the support of the community, so we really appreciate that sub.
Agreed, we do.
No reset shack tool even. Good point, Hammer Squirrel.
No reset shack tool. Well, I'm already hyped for round 2.
I'm gonna let InNoRush finish up while I look up that plot.
That Leo. Oh, and really eating that too, Rumble. That too.
Yo! Sedher! I'm butchering your name, I'm sorry. Sedher, thank you for the sub, 6 months in a row. Happy semiversary.
Happy semiversary indeed. And on behalf of Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 2 and Feasel, all the people. Oh yeah, hey, Feasel already made a thing. Lazy flaccid parrot curselet. I love some of these names.
I don't name the URL. Feasel made what thing? Alright, good game to both runners here. Oh, it shows you your time spent in...
I love that clip. Very unfortunate. GG.
Yeah, yes, Tarkaler, that's Aaliyah.
GG, I like the conversation. As Rush was saying, already guessing he had skipped Croc at first, and foosda replied with Indeed and checked Shack Tool before Croc. Rush is like, only way I had a chance, horrible with me otherwise. And InNoRush has almost got 100 supers. He's like, well, F that charge.
I believe we have round 2 coming up right after this, but for now, get your Deer Forces ready for foosda. Deer Force?
Deer Force! Or your Fear Doors. Fierce Doors. Your Sammy.
Fear Doors. I believe that would be Portophobia.
Portophobia? Sounds like Portobello. Portobella. Beer Force. How do you emote? You just do.
Yo, shoutouts to 42%.
Yeah, shoutouts to 42%. Who joined my thing?
Hey, Southern Kip's here. What's up, dude?
Where's that Southern Kip?
Hey guys, what's going on?
Yeah, what's up? Are you relieving me?
I believe I will be shortly.
Oh, I appreciate that. Alright, I guess I'll hop on out of here then. Enjoy your palmy Southern Kip commentary. Definitely need to team up with you someday soon, Kip. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, Cross, for sure, man. Great job tonight, by the way.
Yeah, good luck, have fun to the commentators as well as the runners. You guys have an excellent night. I'll see you next mission, which will be in a couple minutes. Peace.
Indeed. Peace out, Cross. Also, you guys, make sure to give a follow to the runners and as well as Crossbody for doing awesome commentary there. And also, shout-outs to Maniacal for keeping the tracker up to speed, doing a real fantastic job even with some of the small technical mishaps. And that's it for me. Just kidding. I'm going to be here for a while, guys. You know you can't relieve me, chat. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here all the time.
Palmy, how are you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing fantastic, Kip. How are you? It's always good to see you.
Thanks, man. You too, yeah. I'm having a nice night. Looking forward to Friday.
I think we all are. I'm itching for a paycheck, and I'm itching for more good Metroid runs coming in here soon. We got some good stuff going on.
Yeah, there's going to be several really good races this weekend as well as what we have going on tonight. So this tournament has just provided so many good races so far, and we're not even but like what, 2 rounds in at this point?
Yeah. We still got a whole lot of bracket to fill and a whole lot of losers bracket to fill too.
That's right.
Looks like they're getting the seed distributed here. I got a typo. I like how foosda and InNoRush are doing things, and both Fizo and Typo working easily together to get this all made happen. Shoutouts to Typo for doing everything he's been doing. He's been doing a real good job making sure that everyone's getting their seeds handed and making sure everything's running good on the back end, which has just been real nice.
Yeah, those people that have been working behind the scenes to make this tournament happen have been doing such a phenomenal job, and everything's been very, very smooth. So, yeah, this tournament has just been incredibly entertaining for, I think, everybody in the community.
I agree. And I'm looking forward to the next couple matches tonight, too, and hopefully we'll get a round 3, or match 3, because that'd be a great thing to see. As you all saw, that this race was really close. InNoRush actually had a lead until foosda's really clean movement. That was superb movement coming from foosda. Blew right past Rush and right into G4.
Yeah, that was one thing I was noticing or kind of thinking in advance about, like, you know, obviously I think everybody that's in this tournament, especially those people that have made it to the 2nd or 3rd round without losing yet, obviously they're all good players, but foosda is admittedly, I think, one of our premier players in the community. He has so much experience in multiple categories, and I've spent a lot of time watching him play in the last couple months, and it wasn't surprising to me that he was able to make up a lot of time in the lower North Air segment and also Torian, just because, as you mentioned, his movement is just so good. So, but these randomizers, you just never know what's going to happen. He spent a lot of time looking for Varia, and you just kind of never know if that type of situation might happen again.
Pulling a Leo is always an interesting moment, because you'll never expect it to happen until you're just way too in a race and you're getting too far ahead of yourself, and then suddenly you have 3 tanks decide to take a little more damage than you needed, and suddenly, boom, you haven't had a save in a while and you're behind. So exactly. But yeah, this has been good. InNoRush put on a great show, played really well. foosda played really well, and it was about a 2-minute difference. So about a 2-minute difference, yeah.
Yeah, very close race. I'm looking forward to seeing what we have here.
Same here. I am also loving this gaming going on by Foos right now. Very, very good minute to relax. And
what is this, Super Metroid Puzzle Edition?
Yes, sir. Actually showed the game title up, but I did not see it. I'm curious how the CFB. I'm really, really curious on how the CFB race ended up going.
Yeah, that's one of the things. It's like I hate to keep kind of talking about this, but it's almost like there's just so many good matchups going on that sometimes we have races that are going on at the same time,
and you just don't know what you just want to pull up a multi-twitch of both and try and like double ear the commentary and listen to them both. It's just
exactly
it's hard, but you gotta, man. It's good stuff going on right now.
Plus, at this point, even with the first or second or third rounds of the losers bracket alone, those have a lot of intrigue because, like, when you're right now in the winners bracket, it's awesome because we got some great players playing, but we know that if somebody loses, they're not knocked out. Yep. Every time we watch one of these, loser bracket games, it's there's like an extra edge to it because that somebody's going to unfortunately be knocked out of the tournament. So literally, like, every matchup from here to the end of the tournament is going to have a lot of intrigue behind it.
Indeed. I'm actually not too sad because when my match ended, I'm kind of relieved because I know my opponents who I was going to go against was either going to be a Sloters or Wild. So I wasn't very sad about losing my match. I've even been I'll tell you this, chat, too, is I've been racing Wild a lot. I had raced Wild a lot before I even started some of my matches. I can tell you now, my skill level has jumped because of racing some of these just top-tier players who are always just willing to take a little time to just race people, not even ranked in SRL or even ranked in Deer Tier. And they're just so supportive. So definitely, when you get some of our top-tier runners, always give them a good shout because that's. These guys just really, they don't discriminate against anyone's skill level or anything, and they just let everyone play. It's just good. It's a good community to be in, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think we've heard several commentators mention this, but we're not just repeating it. It's really true. Like, I've never seen another community quite like this where literally some of the best players in the entire world are so humble and willing to like help everybody. I mean, I can even talk about foosda here. He's actually sat down and gone over some strats and stuff with me, like several times. And basically we just have a bunch of guys who are super good at the game, but they're willing to share their knowledge with anybody, no matter what, tier they are. So, and the funny thing is, I find it interesting because heading up into the randomizer tournament, you have these top players that are still helping other people, knowing that they might end up having to play against them. So that just kind of speaks to what kind of great attitude they have.
Indeed, I completely agree, and I think that's what's given me an edge to start really getting back into speedrun. I've been idle. I actually have a Deer Tier ranking that's almost 5 years old now, and it was thanks to this very tournament here that's gotten me back into it. So I'm glad to be back. It looks like the race is indeed ready. So as soon as Feasel leaves that IRC, the race will commence here very quickly. Feasel almost behind because I think Feasel's getting a little tired. All right, and the 10 seconds has begun. So 10 seconds from this point, from our point of view, we should see a go. Shoutouts to Shack Tool for hopefully guarding a very important item. A very important item, shall I add. And hoping the sandpit has, well, let's just say I hope it understands the real gravity of the situation, to catch my drift.
Well played.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Enjoy the show.
Indeed.